Quote of the day: initiative is doing the right thing without being told. Initiative is one of my mom's key values that she was teaching us growing up. And initiative to me is about doing those things that's required of you, again, without having to be told. It's you finding the work that needs to be done. You're not waiting for somebody to put together a list of, hey, to-dos or a checklist and priorities. My job is to be able to find out exactly what I need to do in order to get the job done. So if I look at this from a business standpoint, I'm doing what's required. I'm also looking for opportunities for me to shine, looking for more ways for me to be able to serve and pour into others, because that's who I am. I don't need somebody to be able to create a list of things for me to do. Although I know that people are going to be able to chime in and say, hey, I think you can have some value here or there, and maybe a little bit everywhere, right? And spread me out where they need to be. But my initiative, what I'm doing, is going to look for opportunities where I can serve others and I can be of value. So, what are you doing to use your initiative? Turns out. Hey there, everybody. We're going to resurrect the vlog, the Sherman On vlog here, the Crazy Asian vlog. Filling up Suite 800, theme of one, implementing traction will be another, leadership concepts. Let's go. Ooh, super excited to share with you everything. Sherman's out. Okay, everybody, quickly, end of the day, doing a little closet recap here. Had a very productive day, was able to get in the office, do some one-on-one coaching, then ran the show, Biz Talk with Sherman. Had a full lineup there, so that's been a ton of fun working with Juan and his team as they continue to expand. We're on FM radio in Chicago, AM radio in San Antonio, on television in Houston, Texas, Tyler, Texas, Lake Charles, Louisiana, and then out in Atlanta, Georgia, College Station, Texas, and also Nashville, Tennessee, and then Mexico City. So continue to expand, and that's really a part of what Now Media is doing. So super excited about to see their growth. And then after that, grabbed some pizza with one of the coworkers, Cody. He just had a baby, so it was my treat. It was mod pizza. It was good. And then came back to the office. Had a one-on-one session. Just needed to follow up with the agent. I like to try to do a one-on-one session. I call it a strategy session with each agent and a weekly recap, kind of what went well, what are they working on, how can I continue to work with them, and then we kind of look at some of the metrics of what's going on, and then what training they might need. And then, went through the 4 pillars of social media: platform, posting, kind of strategies when it comes to like tagging and posting and timing and leveraging different platforms to be able to post, like Hootsuite. That's the one that I use. And then finally, the most important in all that, putting it together in your platforms, posting, and your strategies there, is engagement. So it's the idea that you're meant to be social on social media. I know it's a kind of a foreign concept, but that's what you got to do. You got to go back to your posts, see who's liking it, see who's commenting in it, make sure that you're interacting with everybody and inviting them to be able to meet. And then making it easier for people to meet with you, especially in today's world, right? We have Calendly. We use our CRM as HubSpot, and so it has a link there. So just like Calendly, it looks at my calendar and Outlook, and then it syncs, and I can tell it when I'm available, and people can book it and at their convenience. And so I have options of 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and then an hour. Or maybe even 45. And so that way they can book a meeting that's convenient for them. And then it automatically defaults for face-to-face, because that's what I prefer. But then anytime that somebody books it, I'll ask them, do you want to do face-to-face or you prefer Zoom? And then I'll send them the Zoom invite if they prefer via Zoom. And then was able to do a bunch of emails, scheduling stuff. So if I find that I'm emailing the team a little bit too often, I'll end up sending them I'll stagger out my emails, so that way they're, either hours apart or even days apart. So that way I'm not inundating their inbox with too much for me, because too many emails for me can probably have a tendency for them to be able to basically not read it through too much. And so that way they're not missing out on anything. And then I'm headed home. So gonna go for a run, everybody. Hope you're doing great. Sherm's out. Hey there, everybody. Happy Thursday. Heading in here for Harry's Restaurant, BNI International, being guest of Keith. He's a tax attorney. Should be a good one. Crazy Asian vlog, everybody. Hope you're doing great. Sherman here, the Crazy Asian. wanted to give you a little bit of kind of context on what's going on in the background. So you kind of notice rebooted the daily vlog. Going to be cranking out episodes, every day, Monday to Friday right now. Might include a little bit of the personal life, just to be able to show you kind of how, for me, I look at being able to, I don't want to use the word balance because I think sometimes you'll think, okay, career then is balanced with how much you might do at home or in your personal life, when in reality there's not that balance, and at different seasons of our lives we might be focused in on education, and then the family kind of takes a little bit of that back burner because from a time perspective it doesn't balance out that way. I find that the most important part is just being present. So what I'm able to showcase with you here is here in the office, we are moving from the 13th floor, about 3,200 square feet there, to now to 11,500 square feet. So let me just show you what we're doing here. So there's the front room. We have a nice big conference room here, 2 smaller conference room. I think this actually might be a conference room as well. So we'll have 4 conference rooms, and then jump in here to some offices, give ourselves an opportunity to be able to have some space to run some meetings one-on-one. And then you can see here variety. We're gonna have along there like a coffee bar, kind of kitchen area like we did in the other area. This eventually is gonna be bullpen. This here in the middle is gonna have like couches, and we go back here, you can see office space. So my job is I'm in charge of expansion, team development, so have a lot of growth that we're gonna be doing here, and so super excited about what's going on. At the same time, got a lot of rooms to fill, right? We've got a lot of staff to be able to bring on, a lot of talent to be able to develop here. That's where Dan the partner is gonna be. Then we have some offices here. We're gonna have a Zoom room here. So the background is gonna be our company logo for hoteling. And then here we have some more offices for our support staff, gonna be in a bit of a quieter part of the office. And so I'm pretty excited. Want to be able to showcase to you guys how we're expanding and growing and how that's going to look. So taking us back here to the front of the office. Today, Friday, what kind of recap was able to have some good one-on-ones with John, talking in about like bringing forth, I said in an hour. Could I do that conversation in 15 minutes or 30 minutes? Sure I could, but I want to be able to give the agents the opportunity to tell me kind of what's going on in their life, and also explain to me a little bit about some of their thought process and some of the things that they're working on. And that allows me to be able to be more in a listening mode instead of just constantly giving out advice and thoughts. And that adjustment by listening, I'm able to then adjust my training for the following week to make sure that it's tactical. Now, right now I'm running training Monday to Friday, kind of like I call it a full court press, to be able to put in as much time and attention into each one of them that is needed. So the first priority is that they're running meetings. Next then is that they're in on training to be able to develop themselves to where they need to go. After that was able to get into some office administrative stuff. So a lot of times my Friday morning or afternoon ends up being more administrative. It's Memorial Day weekend, so office is officially closed here at 3, staff going home. But I wanted to be able to do this video because every Monday I'm pushing out kind of a hit from hoteling on what we're doing as we're continuing to expand. So got the hard hat on today, so luckily John brought this in for me, so appreciate him doing that. And that way we can do some different recording in here. I know from a probably OSHA perspective, you need to be able to make sure that you have the hard hat on when they've got all these open roofs and tiles, and well, no tiles anymore, but just loose wires and things like that that are kind of hanging around. So hope you're all doing great, everybody. Have yourselves a wonderful weekend. Sherms out. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Last day of May. Can't believe we're already hitting June, halfway through the year. So today, time to send everyone a recap of what their goals were at the beginning part of the year. What are we gonna do to be able to get on track and really put some strategies together, have some tea to be able to get them on where they wanna go. So that'll be kind of the first part, is getting all that data together and then sending out those individual emails. Sherms out. All right, everybody, here I am, Thursday. It's October 6th, and it's at 8:50. I got here a little bit early. So this is some of the things that I just wanted to show you, just sitting down, waiting. I was saying a bunch of emails and stuff from the phone just because you're very productive with the phone. But sometimes this is part of the deal. You gotta just you're in waiting mode. So a lot of good things happening here. On October 3rd, they officially made the announcement internally that I was promoted to director of recruiting. Still going to be doing regional sales manager roles here in Houston, and then just made the post out on the old social. So with that, it's the focus is to be able to find top talent that wants to join our organization, that embodies our values, or at least can embody at least 4 out of 5 or 3 out of 5 to be able to get them 5 out of 5, and then also that they want to be the best at their craft. There's a difference in somebody that wants to check in and check out and do what is just minimal or whatever is just needed and necessary. Looking for the people that want to be the top of their game, that they want to be seen as a go-to in the industry, a beacon, if you will, of industry knowledge and wisdom and give back to their community. Those are the kinds of folks that we're looking for. So that part of the journey will be unique. My regional sales manager role will still be coaching and developing the current agents that are here in the Texas area, just based on geography. But Johnson, my counterpart out in New York City, was promoted to director of national sales director, and so we'll be working with a lot of the agents as we move into different markets, and we feel like this is a way that we can nimbly move into different markets and virtually, and then he'll go and visit if needed those various agents that we might find in remote areas where we don't have an office yet. So we have a couple offices in New York, Long Island, and also Melville, and then Poughkeepsie's our customer service office, but then we have Miami, and then we have Houston and Boston. And so it's being able to recruit to those. So it's one of those scenarios where it's the chicken or the egg, right? So do you get a sales manager with no sales reps, or do you get the sales reps with no manager? And so what we're going to try to do is get the sales reps first, the insurance specialist, and then they're going to be reporting to a manager, if you will, a leader that is remote. And then as it grows out there, then we can input somebody. So it's a way that we feel that we can be a little bit more scalable and still have that boutique feel and control more of that culture by having those leaders that are already in. So for me on the recruiting side, as long as I attract and have conversations with the right talent, then I can do what's necessary to partner with those with Johnson or any future regional sales directors that we have to be able to deliver on that culture and the experience. And so we're finding the right talent and they fit the right culture. Turns out. I'll get this, get the background. So 5 tips. So my name's Sherman. Be consistent when it comes to networking. Have one-on-ones afterwards. Have unity, right? There's other people in the same competition. You probably don't serve the same clients though. Even if you're insurance, you might not be serving the same folks. Make sure you focus on your niche. People should walk away knowing exactly what you do and who you serve, and finally give thanks. So you gotta make it count. Consistent, one-on-ones, unity, niche, and give thanks. I'm Sherman. I'll be here all day.
All right, Sherman.
Thank you everyone that came out here for the grand opening tonight. It means the absolute world to us. And this is literally just the warm-up. You guys haven't seen anything yet. We're just getting started on what disruption is. And when we say together we win, we don't just mean it in this company. What we look at it as how we all win with everybody in this room, and how we can help your business, how we can all work together.
Crazy Asian Vlog, everybody. Hope you're doing great. Had a wonderful event last night. Hope you enjoyed a few of the video clips there. Had the videography, Emre, recording some of the footage of the event. Great grand opening. Want to thank everybody that came, took the time out of their evening, even especially while the Houston Astros were playing the Yankees there, and in game 2. And so for events, for me, it's about being able to be a good host, meeting new people, making sure that those that are standing by themselves go up and introduce myself. Oh, hey, who do you know here at the firm? Who invited you? As I'm talking to people, hey, I wanted to introduce you to so and so. Being that connector, or as the great phrase from the book, be a go-giver. And when you're able to do that from that role, you're able to not only enjoy for yourself, but you're able to help others enjoy. And that's truly the value of running an event, is making sure that you as the host are going out of your way to help people. So that was a ton of fun last night. Went long. You start here in the office, start setting up really 4:30. We had a team in, Juana and her team doing a lot of that. Gina's organized a ton here at our firm, and so just took a lot of work. I think they counted out at the end of the night, we had about 177 guests come here to our firm, not including, of course, all those people that all the associates and people that came from New York. So just really good event. And so now it's on to the next day, right? So it's already 7:30, got here a little bit before 7:30 here at the office, and on to the workday. So sometimes once that event's done, there's no time to rest, it's just time to get right back to it. Sure, I'm out.